Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Ryan Geertsma.
And I'm Robin Basselin. Spotlight uses a special English method of broadcasting. It is easier for people to understand, no matter where in the world they live.
The year is 1942. It is winter during World War II. German soldiers have surrounded the Russian city of Leningrad. They have blocked the roads to the city. It has been many months. The people of Leningrad cannot get what they need to survive. Without food, people are starving. Nikolai Vavilov is one of these starving people. Vavilov is a famous plant scientist. He has spent years collecting and studying crop seeds. His hope is to end hunger, to grow enough healthy food for his country and the world.
At this time, Vavilov is in prison, but his students and friends continue his work. Like Vavilov, they are starving. But they decide to protect Vavilov's important seed collection. They do not eat the seeds that could keep them alive.
Why did Vavilov's students starve instead of eating the seeds? And why was a scientist who worked with plants in prison? Today's spotlight is on the Russian scientist Nikolai Vavilov.
Nikolai Vavilov was a man with a surprising amount of energy and ambition. He had a clear purpose for his life and a strong desire for success. As a young boy, he knew he wanted to become a scientist. When he became one, he devoted his life to his work. Vavilov worked long hours. He would wake early in the morning before anyone else. And then he would work late into the night. Vavilov was often bent over a book researching. But he also worked outside, with plants in the fields. And Vavilov traveled around the world collecting seeds from faraway places.
Vavilov had an unusual kind of ambition. He did not want to become rich or famous. His ambition was to use science to end hunger. To achieve this goal, he spent much of his life collecting and studying seeds. He believed that these seeds, with the help of modern science, could provide enough food for the whole world.
Vavilov also wanted to bring honor and respect to his country. He wanted Russia to have the largest collection of seeds in the world. Vavilov knew that the life of a plant is contained in its seed. When he found strong, healthy plants, he saved their seeds. He studied the seeds to produce better crops. Vavilov risked his life many times in dangerous trips across many continents. He went looking for seeds in North and South America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. When he found rare and valuable seeds, he brought them back to Russia. By the 1940s, Vavilov's seed collection was the largest in the world.
Vavilov's desire to end hunger came from his own life experience. His family was from a small village of farmers. This village often suffered from lack of food or famine. Many people died during these famines. Vavilov wanted to help the world avoid famine and starvation. Peter Pringle is a writer. He studied Vavilov's life and writings. In private writings, Vavilov wrote,
I will use my life to understand nature for the improvement of human life. I promise to work to help the poor.
Vavilov's intelligence and ambition helped him achieve a very high position in Russia. At first, the government gave him much freedom to study and explore. But in 1922, this began to change. A new leader named Joseph Stalin gained control of the Russian government. Stalin made major changes to laws and the government system. He arrested and killed thousands of people, including many scientists.
At first, Stalin let Vavilov continue his work. But in 1932, Russia experienced an extreme famine. 5 million people died from hunger. Stalin wanted Russia's scientists to find a solution to famine immediately. He did not want to wait. Vavilov explained that developing new crops took years of care and research. But Stalin did not listen to Vavilov. He listened to a man named Trofim Lysenko. Vavilov did not agree with Lysenko's theories. Lysenko claimed that he had a quick answer to the famine. So Stalin chose Lysenko to replace Vavilov. But Lysenko was not well educated, and later, science proved his theories false.
For many years, Vavilov's high position among international scientists protected him. Stalin did not want to anger the international community, so he let Vavilov remain free. But then World War II came. The international community was busy with the war. So Stalin finally put Nikolai Vavilov in prison.
This is where our Spotlight program began. The year was 1942. The German army had surrounded the Russian city of Leningrad. It was a siege. The Germans had blocked all food from going into the city. They planned to capture Leningrad and take control. But Vavilov's scientists guarded his important seed collection night and day. After many months, people began to starve. National Geographic reports,
Although they suffered from hunger, the scientists refused to eat the seeds. They saw them as their country's future. By the end of the siege, in the spring of 1944, 9 of the people guarding the seeds had died of starvation.
Vavilov's seeds remained safe. But after 3 years in prison, Nikolai Vavilov tragically died. Like so many other people in Leningrad, he died of starvation. When the war ended, scientists around the world learned what happened to Vavilov. The scientific community was deeply saddened. Even after his death, the scientific community gave Vavilov many international awards and honors.
Today, Russians consider Nikolai Vavilov a national hero, and his work remains important to science. In a famous scientific paper about Vavilov, 2 Russian authors praised his achievements. They wrote,
Nikolai Ivanovich Vavilov is our national pride. He served his people with great love. He gave the full power of his 55 years to scientific truth and to the free growth of science to help the world.
Nikolai Vavilov died long ago, but his dream of a global seed collection is still alive. Today, scientists in Svalbard, Sweden, keep copies of his seeds safe in the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Listen for another Spotlight program on the Svalbard Global Seed Vault and learn how this seed collection is protecting the world's seeds.
The writer of this program was Jennifer Hawkins. The producer was Michio Ozaki. The voices you heard were from the United States and the United Kingdom. All quotes were adapted and voiced by Spotlight. You can listen to this program again and read it on the internet at www.radioenglish.net. This program is called Vavilov's Seed Collection.
We hope you can join us again for the next Spotlight program. Goodbye.